Absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I hate bugs. I really, really do. But this thing I have so much respect for. This is Cang-Toys' Trans Age Blacanidae. I hope that I am pronouncing that right. And I'm giving you a sneak peek of the alt mode because I'm going to start in bot mode, show you the engineering. But still, for those of you who didn't want to wait, I just wanted to show you this. And look at this, man. There's so much articulation in the legs. It can get like super duper buggy on you with the legs splayed out, ready to pounce on your face while you sleep. It's an amazing piece, dude. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. There's just the right amount of plastics and metals interspersed and mixed together. The paint, the deco, the manufacturing, the QC, the everything behind this. This is a 10 of 10. Diaz. 10 of 10. It's a perfect 10, with especially in its particular space. I am grading it on a curve. I'm only grading it against other toys that are at this price point. I think this is about 40 bucks at this size. I don't know what type of brand this is supposed to be, but it is some type of like ultra beautiful deluxe Insecticon, and I'm so stoked to be bringing you this today. In the next section, I'm going to show you the robot mode and also the transformation. It is a treat. They do a lot of things uniquely, and I think you are going to enjoy it, friend. Hey, really quick with a commercial break from our sponsor, TF Safari, tfsafari.com. Check them out for all of your mecha needs from first, second, third, fourth party. They also do upgrades as well. You're not going to find a lot of sites that cater to different tastes and needs. tfsafari.com. And if you do go there, utilize the codes that you see on the top right corner of the screen and save yourself a little bit of change, man. They are a very reliable vendor. They are out of China. They ship to you in about 2 weeks, super sturdy boxes. And yeah, tfsafari.com. Can't say enough nice things about them. And so thank you so much, TF Safari, for sponsoring this video. All right, really quick, before we dive into the bot, I just wanted to pay a little bit of respects to the inserts and box. Dude, this is done beautifully. The artwork is really nice, and this is done on some like thick, glossy, like cardboard. Really, really done well. Here we have that same artwork, nice glossy paper. It feels good. There's like a posing guide on the inside. The instructions are written in English and Chinese, and they're kind of like color coded, so it shows you like what's supposed to go first. Pretty easy to follow, and the transformation's a lot of fun, and you're going to see some unique things as we go through it. And the box, oh my gosh. You hear that, dude? It's such high quality. Really, really high quality stuff. Tons of like information over here talking about the toy, the manufacturer, the address, and all this stuff. And great job on Cang-Toys. All right, with that out of the way, here is the bot mode. And boy, que lindo eres. How beautiful, beautiful you are, my dear. Man, look at this, man. The metallics and the paint and the design. This thing is a piece of art. Wow, you can hear the squeaky squeakies, right? The quality wise, it's very similar to the other Cang-Toys offerings like their Predaking. It's not that heavy, but it's also not that light. I actually think it's just right. The plastic feels very durable and high quality, and it is interspaced with bits of metal. You can see the joints over here in the elbow, this over here, the knee, and also on the back on this calf over here. Spared no expense, and that's citing some more Jurassic Park lines. Spared no expense. Done really, really well, dude. Nice ankle pivots over here, twists on the ankle too, that you can hear that squawkity squeak from that plastic that they use. And the bug legs, they're on like hinges and swivels, and they will move around with the joints and stuff, and so it's very beautiful. And when you look at him, dude, he has some type of Gundam vibe about him, doesn't he? The vents on the chest, the way the little the waist chevrons look. The legs are a little bit different. Still, there are some Gundam vibes here, and I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are highly influenced by Gundam stuff, considering it's coming out of Asia. And you can see more of the legs back over here, and just some beautiful, beautiful coloring and detail throughout. I will say on the instructions, it says that this is supposed to be the other way. I don't know, man. I kind of like it the way I had it, and that's because that's how it's positioned out of the box. It says it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of don't like that up here. I do like this part better. I like having the red and the gold kind of visible on the top, and it doesn't hinder the placement of these pinchers that I'll show you in just a second. But you can see that the aardvark, the articulation is very good. Ooh, you can hear that squeakity squawk. No ratchets, but none, in my opinion, none are really required. and I think it actually helps out with the fluidity of the positioning of the bugs, the positioning of the bug legs, and overall the character as a whole. Just really beautifully designed, dude. And look at that, these kind of like knee plates that move and shift along with the bot. He does have waist swivel. It doesn't have a crunch, but I'm okay with that. Not everything needs to have a crunchy bunch, but yeah, it's neat. Or does he have a? Because I'm looking at this pin joint over here. I'm not really sure what that's for. Oh, you know what it is? It's this hinge. Yeah. He doesn't have a crunch, but still, nothing wrong with that, man. He's beautifully done, and even the face is very like bug-esque. You know, these guys look like some type of ultra modernized deluxe Insecticons. And if we look at the instructions, which I no longer have in front of me, there are some other bugs that they've showcased, and so I can't wait to collect them all. This is just a beautiful, beautiful offering from Cang-Toys, who I thought was TFC Toys for a long time, but I'm told that they are not. But yeah, very, very beautifully done. Now let me kind of showcase what we can do with the pinchers. All right, so here are the pinchers, and in this formation, this bit over here, these holes, they're going to be used to form the jaws of the beetle. Also the backpack, you can insert these as well. And if you want them, if you want to put them in his hands, you can bring down the handle and then you can just insert those into the fists. And I will show you that right now. And you will open up the fists. These are on pins. I don't know if they're separate. I think all the remaining fingers, aside from the thumb, are on just one piece. And this slides in. Very, very firm. And look at that, dude. Look at that. You can get it to some very, very expressive poses, with all the joints that are present over here. And I know some people don't like that squeakiness. I don't mind it. I do mind it when I get it on the Fans Toy stuff sometimes, because I don't know, sometimes it just sounds a little bit too scary, especially when they're carrying so much like weight. But at this particular scale and with the parts that they're using, I don't mind it at all, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Ready to hack and slash. That's so cool. That is just so cool. And by the way, when we go through the transformation, you're going to see some really, really interesting things done with the thigh. And the way the legs connect is just completely wild. The way the shoulders come together, it's pretty wild too. But look at that. So much presence about this guy, right? Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the beetle carapace over here forming this kind of like tail, like the tail part of the armor or something. It's just, man, it's just so beautiful, man. Look at that. The details, just the details on this stuff. I think this is an original line. Like, I don't think this is out of an anime or anything like that. But if it was, dude, yo, what if these were like crazy Beetleborgs, right? You guys know Beetleborgs? That's a pretty old reference. But yeah, man, it's pretty dope. And then you can swing the swords down on that particular hinge and have it like that. That's pretty wild too. And just kind of look at that decoration, the beautiful colors, the gold, the silvers on the grays. Just, yeah, Laker goodness. You know what I mean? Like, there is nothing that I dislike about this toy. It is in its own right, in its own little universe, it's a perfect 10, dude. It's a perfect 10. There's like, yeah, man, there's nothing I dislike about this. There are some like hollow bits, as you can see over here, but I don't know, for the price point, for the scale, and that's why I'm kind of like saying I'm grading kind of on a curve and within its own little universe. I don't know, man. This guy doesn't do anything wrong. It doesn't do anything wrong. And here, if you fold this up, we're going to pop this in here. Same thing for the other side. And they go in quite snugly, but it's not too snug. And you can pull them off with ease as well, but not too easy. And I feel like there's a lot of QC that's been done. And you can see those mounted on the back over here. And that's just gorgeous. Crazy, right? Then you can bring those up as well. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. These guys have no business being so cool and coming out of left field, out of nowhere with this type of toy. I mean, seriously, dude, kudos to them. Their Predaking was really fun to mess with. And this just has a certain vibe all its own. And I'm not even done with the transformation and stuff, but yo, this is a 10 of 10. I highly, highly, Highly recommend this toy. Now let's go to the transformations for Sheriff Nottingham so that I can show you all the beautiful goodness that is captured within this robot. Yeah, it's just a real treat and fun to transform. Alrighty, let's do this like Buddhists, Judists, and actually, you know what? Before I go into this, you guys want to hear a joke? It's a pretty bad joke. Why are Buddhists bad at vacuuming? Give up? Because they have no attachments. Haha, no attachments because Buddhists, they don't have attachments and vacuum. All right. So we're gonna start by hiding the head. They ask you to flip the head around. I can see people unsub. Don't do that. You're supposed to flip the head around, but I cannot do it without the head popping off. And so I found that you don't need to do that. You can just fold the head back over here, and you can bring this back up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. And you can bring this back up, 0 clearance issues, and it will close nice. And you're supposed to flip this around so that this part is facing upward. And so we've done that correctly. And you can see that there's this little post over here that is going to plug into that part. And so we're going to end up spinning it around later. But for the time being, you're just going to flesh these out. You're going to bring these out to create these like big owl eyes. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And you guys want to hear my owl impression? It's hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, I know it sucks. But and so you're going to dislodge this over here, okay? And then that's how the transformation is going to start. All right, so get a load of this next part. Yo, this is wild. And I hope I can get it right because it confused me the first time I did it. So what you're going to do is, oh wow, squeakity squawk. You're going to bring this out, right? And then you're going to turn it. You're going to make sure it clears that. And once you have this done, what you're going to do is you are going to turn... maybe it has to go the other way. Yeah, it has to go the other way. Huh? Hold up. You're going to turn this, and you're going to bring that down. Yeah, there you go. You see that? What a wild turn this thing had to do to become this. Once again, you bring this out, and then you turn it, and you want to clear that. And after you get this part facing forward, you're going to turn this one more time and then bend it down like that. And the plastic feels very secure and very thick, unlike some XTB stuff, you know. And yeah, that's how it goes. And then you can bring these back down. But is that not wild, right? Like a double spin and then a 90-degree fold down. Yeah, that's pretty wicked. That is pretty wicked. All right, the leg transformation is pretty cool, but it does kind of flummox me. And so I've done one side already. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out this part and you're gonna begin folding this section. Note that this metal piece has to come out of this shin. And so you can kind of like start navigating it there, and then you're going to bring this up. As you bring this up, you're going to bring this out so that that bar fits into this channel over here, and then you're going to swing this down, and this is actually going to do this whole doohickey. But from there, what you're going to do is you're going to bend this back, and that bar is going to fit into that little channel over here. It's a little hard to see right now, but... there. I think I got it. There we go. So it's like that, okay? And then just gonna bring these down. Oh, that's squeakity squawk. And what's gonna happen is you're going to rotate the thighs inward so that these bits are going to tab into one another, but I might be doing something wrong or skipping something. So let me just leave this as is, and then we'll go to the next section. All right, so this next part is you're gonna bring this up and you're gonna spin this around. And when you collapse this, these two tabs are going to fit into these shins, but you do need to have clearance here. So I think I may need to actually push this. Oops. I think I may need to kind of push this up a little bit further. Or maybe it doesn't go any further. Because, yeah, these shins, this part once you rotate him in, okay, that might be it right there. That might be it right there. Then you're going to get this, you're going to get that, and there you go. And there you go. Yeah. That's pretty unique, man. I've never seen a connection joint like that. And so kudos to them for being brave, for challenging conventional norms, and just kind of doing things differently, dude. Yeah, and again, we can mess with the bug legs later. As I say that, I'm messing with them right now. I know. But yeah, you can mess with them later. There's ball joints and swivels and things like that, and you can get them into the position in which you please. But yeah, getting the thorax, that's the most important at the moment. I wonder if I could bring this back at the moment. Yeah, I guess so. And that kind of closes up the back of the bug. All right, as you can see, I have completed one side. This part, I don't know, it was hard for me to follow the instructions, but just kind of like practically, when you've gone through the transformation a couple of times, it becomes very intuitive. So you're going to lift this out, you're going to spin the fist, and then you are going to fold it back into this channel. And very important, you need to rotate the leg right now. You're not going to have clearance later. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring that here. This is just an order of operations type of thing. So you're just going to get that out there, because you can see that this is going to tab down here, and there are these two slots on the forearm, and the bottom slot is the one that's going to fit down here. However, you need this to be facing the opposite direction. And so you need to kind of bring that up, and there you go. And now we got it right. Then we can tab that in. And this section over here, we will kind of, actually, yeah, there you go. We will bend down, and this we will bring up. And then you will slide the leg in on this metal reinforced bar. And then you can flip the leg around and orient it however you see fit. Same thing for the legs, and you can kind of see underneath the contour coming together. And I think this popped out. Yeah, it did. So we can get that in there again. Just kind of straighten this all up. And that is essentially it. And now, where are the pinchers? We're just going to plug the pinchers in right in at the front. And so we're going to get this. And then plug that in there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this needs to be a little bit out, because I can't get the clearance. What's the clearance? What's the clearance? You know, they're doing a remake of Airplane. You know, you guys know Airplane, the one with Leslie Nielsen, but this time it's Liam Neeson. I don't know if there's any type of like they're trying to play off the name Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson, but nonetheless, yeah, Airplane. Can't believe they're remaking that. And he's supposed to be the son of Leslie Nielsen, like Frank Drebin or something like that. I don't know. You guys might be like, what is Airplane? What are you talking about, Grandpa? All right, and that's about it. I think that's about it. And that is a beautiful looking bug. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, it's a really nice looking piece. Doesn't this kind of look like, what is it, the Majora Mask from like Zelda? Is that what it's called? It's such a cool looking Beetleborg looking piece, man. Some like cybernetic beetle. So Menacor with the pinchers over there. The bottom cleans up not too bad. You can definitely tell that there's something down over here, but just really, really cool how the legs connect like this. The arms, how they tab in, how the legs all fold out. Not too many hollow spaces. And again, not too heavy, not too light. And really, it can do some cool bug contours, enough to kind of start making me feel weird when I mess with it for too long. And I just came back from Taiwan, and bro, it is roach season out there. And I saw some giant king American cockroaches, and those things were wild. But yeah, this is the bug form. Very, very, very beautiful. Jaws open and close. Legs move up and down, left and right. Lots of mobility in there. And yeah, that is him. And so I hope you have enjoyed this video. I have thoroughly enjoyed putting together this review. This was such a treat to transform, a breath of fresh air. I love when companies like do new takes. You guys seen the Wisconsin? Yeah, I know that it has the insignia of the Missouri, but you guys know that, right? That toy that I messed with from Toys Easy. Stuff like that, you know, coming from out of left field, providing their own IP, their own brand, their own take, own engineering, like all of that good stuff. I mean, you can see it present in this toy over here, and Cang-Toys has done an amazing job. If you want to pick this up, check out tfsafari.com, my sponsor, and that is it. Have a lovely day, friends.